Excuse me, could you turn around and face me? I have something I'd like to say to you. Oh, oh, you don't have to scream. I don't mean you any harm. You're safe with me. I know what it looks like. Well, I know what I look like. It's not every day you see an angel, right? For humans like you, anyway. Look at these wings. I really am an angel. Well, I know my wings are stained black. I mean, I can understand why that would seem alarming, but I really am an angel. You told me yourself, remember? You called me an angel, all because of some token kindness on my end. It was really quite heavenly of you. Of course, I was in human form at the time. I'd take that form from time to time. It's just so hard feeling like an angel, you know? Nothing's ever good enough. No prayer is glorious enough. No charity is generous enough. No love is deep enough. So it's impossible to really feel like an angel. At least I never really felt like one. That's why I take human form so often. It makes me feel less ashamed. When I pretend to be a human, it makes me feel like less of a failure of an angel. And there's a lot to make me feel like a failure of an angel. I mean, I always stutter when saying my prayers. I always forget the exact wording or mispronounce them. I don't know how normal I sound to you, but I actually have a bit of an accent in my language of the angels. The other angels would laugh at me at best, hit me at worst. Often they'd get angry at me. They'd yell, they'd shout. I'd cover my ears, but I could still hear them. The bleeding of my ears upon my hands reminding me that everyone knows what a screw-up I am. But not you. You don't think I'm a screw-up. You called me an angel. I even disagreed, but you insisted that I was. Again and again, I disagreed, and again you insisted that I was an angel. Me. A real angel. You're a bit of an angel yourself. You should tell me how you hide your wings. Love to hide mine. But not only did you call me an angel, which I love, by the way. Please do it more. Come on, call me an angel. Oh, that's great. That's the stuff. Oh, come on, one more time. Oh, there we go. I just cannot get enough of that. I really want to ask you for more, but I don't want to be a burden on you. Seriously, if I didn't restrain myself, we'd be here until Judgment Day. Maybe I can just get a recording of you calling me an angel and then play that on repeat for myself. By which I mean I already did get a recording of you and play it on repeat to myself. I hope you don't mind. Now where was I? I'm sure I had a point here. Something that wasn't just me fawning over you. Oh, right. Like I was saying, not only did you call me an angel, but you helped me to be one. You know, you really motivated me to be an angel. A real angel. Part of our job is looking over humans. I never really cared much for that, though. Humans remind me too much of angels. But not you, though. You're perfect. A real angel. Or at least the way an angel should be. I mean, the sins I've seen you commit aside. And that's why you made my job so easy for me. It was always a joy for me to look after you, killing every stinky, filthy demon that breathed in your zip code, all in the name of keeping you safe. Of course, it wasn't my job to be your personal guardian angel. That honor wasn't bestowed upon me. But I like to think I took up that title myself. So, please, I'd love it if you could just think of me as your very own personal angel. After all, I did so much to protect you. Not just from demons, but from humans too. You see, I know a bit about humans. I've watched them all this time, after all. In terror from up in heaven. I know the horrors and atrocities they can commit. I know the lies they can tell. Worst of all to me is when they tell you they love you. which is why I wanted to protect you from such lying humans, to spare you from the venom spewing from their lips. And that mission started in heaven. You see, there's this angel. He has these arrows with the names of humans on them, and he shoots a human, and they fall in love with the human with the name on the arrow. I'm using the term "in love" very liberally here, because you know how superficial human love can be. I mean, you might know this angel as Cupid. Anyway, his job is to make humans fall in love. Naturally, I couldn't have that. I couldn't have you artificially falling in love with someone and their fake, worthless, spineless affections. I had to save you. And so I did. I watched Cupid. I watched and watched for hours, then days, then weeks, until he finally stepped away from his quiver. Who's the failure of an angel now, huh? I ran to the quiver. I never knew for sure angels had hearts until mine was pounding at my chest as it was then. I pulled the arrows rapidly out one by one, frantically looking for the one with your name on it. I couldn't find it, and I panicked. Cupid could return at any moment and discover my actions against him in heaven, so I took the arrows out by the bushel, snapping them in two over my knee. Many would be lost as collateral damage, of course, but that's more than a suitable price to pay for you. It's not like there was one with my name on it in there anyway. The arrows of humans. Of course, Cupid caught me. It was too late for him. My eyes met his just as I broke the last bushel over my knee. The look of agony and terror in his face. It was priceless. It reminded me of me. He froze up like a deer in headlights. Time stopped for what seemed like ages. Until my laugh broke the silence. Yeah, I laughed. How could I not? I won! Of course, when he finally gathered up some semblance of composure, he flew away with utmost haste, to warn the others of my treachery, I would imagine. And I couldn't have that. How could I? I chased him down. He had barely taken off when I grabbed him by the neck. In the moment, I could only think of how to ensure he couldn't get to the others to warn them. And then it dawned on me. Such a divine revelation dawned on me. With a slash of my hands, I cut off his wings. He cried and cried. No more was he much of an angel without his wings. It was really quite poetic to see him cower at my feet, like I cowered at the feet of those angels who beat me and laughed at me. I asked him a simple question. Who's worthless now? Now who's pathetic and debased and unloved? He could only stutter like me in a prayer. Of course, my job wasn't done. Without his wings, he couldn't fly to tell the others, but as long as he was in heaven, he could still walk to them to tell them. So I shoved him over the edge and down to earth. It was quite exhilarating to see him literally fall from heaven to be a fallen angel. That's what the others used to call me. Fallen angel. But still, the beating of my heart could not leave me alone. I had worried that perhaps an angel might look down at earth, and perhaps they might see Cupid, the sobbing mess that he is, and perhaps they might tell. So I dug a hole. A deep, deep, deep hole that when filled would have too much dirt for even an angel to lift. And I tossed Cupid down there, and I buried him beneath my feet. Finally, he was truly beneath me. Though as I was burying him, I noticed that my wings had become tainted black. And then, no matter how I beat them, I could not take off. So I'm unable to fly back to heaven. Oh well, I thought. I know what I am. And who cares if I can't make it back to heaven? Heaven's where you are. And that brings me here to you. Now that you know what I've done for you, you know just how good of an angel I am for you. I'm your one and only personal guardian angel. Utterly devoted, bar nothing. No one protects you like me. No one cares for you like me. No one will truly love you like I do, especially not a human. I don't think any human has fallen from heaven just for you. I don't think any angel has chased down an angel and clipped off his wings just for you, buried him just for you. So, what do you say? Will you accept me as your guardian angel?